Greetings from Elon University in North Carolina. I'm here today to participate in meetings for the Paradigm Project, and I'm here to record today for World Population Day. Hello! World Population Day recognizes the importance of demographics in global everything, from politics to economics, culture, and daily life. And I wanted to mention it today, both in terms of its power in futurism, but also to point towards its role in higher education. So, to quickly sum up, we now know with exquisite detail, based on incredible amounts of information, that most of the world has gone through what is called the demographic transition. That is, once a society goes through modernity, that is, they do a mix of things, including building their economy, improving access for women to healthcare, to reproductive capacity, to education, the labor force. Once public health improves, two things happen with almost 100% regularity. The first is that more and more of the population is able to live longer and longer lifespans. So people live longer and longer, the senior population grows. The second is that childbirth falls off a cliff. Normally, we tend to record or analyze population growth in terms of children per adult woman, and normally the number is 2.1. Roughly, that's the number of children a given woman has to have in order for population to be stable, to not grow and not contract, but just keep at the same level. And historically, and in the developing world, usually women have 3+ children, sometimes up to 10. And that leads usually to population growth. But once we go through modernity, then a nation usually sees that number drop below 2 towards 1. And if we look at most of the modern world today, the developed world, countries like Finland, countries like South Korea, the United States, the Scandinavian countries, we see that that is pretty regular, that the number drops to 1.6, 1.5, as low as 1.3 or below. What this means is that several things. First is that once a country goes through this process, then the needs to support the elderly population grow and grow. Second is that the schooling population drops. So the K through 12 population falls off a cliff, which means, now we come back to higher education, that the number of traditional age students available for higher education shrinks. In the United States, this has a particular valence because most of American colleges and universities are effectively privatized. That is, they depend for most of their income on student revenue, tuition in particular, as well as fees, and for residential students, housing and food. So we now know that if that population drops, the competition for the 18-year-olds is going to heat up. And we've already seen signs of this in parts of the United States where the demographic transition has sped really, really quickly, in the Northeast and the Midwest. Now, what does this mean for higher education? It means increased competition. It means shrinking enrollments. It means potentially cuts, mergers, and closures. And for the world as a whole, it means a lot of things. One is that there's more attention paid to the nations where they are still producing children at pre-modern levels, predominantly sub-Saharan Africa, as well as Pakistan and a few bits of Southeast Asia and Mongolia. So for higher education, this means that if universities and colleges want to continue pursuing educating traditional age undergraduates, that they may want to partner up and try to enroll students from those regions. But for the rest of us, this is a huge issue that we need to think through and plan on. So greetings from the future. This is Brian Alexander speaking to you from Elon University, North Carolina. Happy World Population Day.